RuPaul always says that a drag queen needs charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Well, I find that each episode should have cutthroatness, unbiasy, novelty, and twists and turns. Did we get that this episode? No, and we're here to tell you why. I'm Mint.
And I'm Annie. I'm impressed. Did you think of that just now?
Not on the fly.
Is that the baby got back Mick? Whatever that was.
How did you screw that up?
I don't know. I don't listen. And this is FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast with an FU.
So we're going over episode 14 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 13. And let's just straight off the bat, it was a very weak episode. I didn't even understand the point of this episode.
Flat out, no one went home. It was one giant circle jerk. Like, you knew no one was going to go home when they don't say anything negative about the queens.
Okay, so let's talk about what the episode lacks. Cutthroatness. It was just, like you said, all flattery, all praises, doing so well. I'm like, this is a competition reality show. Now, I'm not saying the queens have to be a bitch to each other, but what happened to, oh, we like the fire, we like the fighting, and I'm like, not fighting as in like each other, but like fighting to be on top. And like this episode, nothing. No one struggled, no one like, all the editing just made it seem like this perfect little group of queens.
I thought it was so funny. Well, one of the only compliments he gave to Candy was, we just naturally like you, and you fight like you're in the Bronx. And like, yeah, no one else has to fight as hard as Candy because everyone else belongs here.
When you're pushed in the corner, you either cry or you fight. And Candy fights, but she's the only one in the corner.
She has not grown, like legit not grown.
Okay, that was the one thing I couldn't stand in the Inside Drag Race, where she was like, man, I thought I had to be tough, but I'm actually really soft and I want someone to hug me. I'm like, what are we not seeing? What is this delusion you have about yourself?
I don't know. You probably caught it. I left to do quote-unquote errands and came back suspiciously right when Simone started.
Oh yeah, that was a mystery, huh?
Oh, Candy just irritates me so much.
The episode before the grand finale always has, well, most of them have the podcast.
Yes.
Thing. They kind of stopped in recent years, which was like a thank God, but they brought it back for some reason. They do the whole talking to your past selves. To me, it's always boring, always, what's the word?
The same.
Yeah. The only one I kind of like was Candy's, because it was a little different. I think Candy has more unique external problems that at least she talks about.
I thought Gottmik was super important. I thought they wasn't going to do this because, oh, you can't show Cade's baby pictures, but then I guess Cade was okay with it.
It's all about permission, right?
Yeah, and then I like Simone. Like, I know it was like the same old thing you heard before, but the way that Simone was crying made me feel.
It's the same thing. Whether she crying or not, it's the same message, it's the same emotion, whatever. The unbiasy.
Oh.
Look, they kept Candy for a very long time, and we already know this. I'm not saying Candy's a terrible queen, I just don't think she's like Final Four material.
Okay, so the main challenge of this week was the music video Lucky, which was edited the shit out of, and I feel like you can't appreciate a performance if it's edited the shit out of because it's meant to be edited to look good. Maybe they did a bunch of bad takes that they took out. So now it just feels fake and I can't judge it for entirety. And Candy 100% was not caught up with the choreography that the girls were doing at the end. She was 100% looking at Rosé and following her lead. And I'm just like, seriously? No one's gonna call her out on that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so boring. Novelty probably already went over. Just like, it's just a music video challenge, which is fine, but nothing else was new.
I think it's funny when RuPaul's like, hey, don't read the comments. And I'm like, huh, you never said that in the other seasons, and there was rampant bullying in the other seasons. So I wonder if you think, or if you know, there's gonna be a lot of comments about a certain competitor that shouldn't be here. Because honestly, if you look in the Drag Race tag, you only see slander against Candy now.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like their way of saying, oh, we are taking responsibility or we are taking participation in these kind of online things. I'm like, not reading the comments is not us way of saying like, just ignore the problem. It'll go away on its own. It's like, if you survive it, maybe.
It's just, I cannot look at that, how defensive they are of Candy and not feel bad for all the other queens in the previous seasons that got like a shit ton of bullying and they turned a blind eye.
And then the twists and turns of this episode. Oh my god, no one got eliminated. We're going to a final 4, which we've been doing since season 9. Technically, season 12 didn't have, but you know, we don't talk about that.
It was so irritating how Candy kept being, Mama, you don't know how Drag Racers is different every season. And it's like, I know the formula. I predicted it pretty early that no one was going to go home and everyone was going to lip sync.
I don't know why they had them lip sync individually. I don't know why they chose such a lackluster song. I cannot believe that's by Whitney Houston.
I'm sorry, but if you're going to make every drag queen sing, it should be more of a high energy song. None of this Wrecking Ball shit by Miley Cyrus in All-Star 3 where you just have them standing.
You may disagree, but I still thought Rosé did the worst.
No, I don't. Look, I don't. What makes you think she did the worst? Because she did the whole lip thingy, she did the whole arm beat thing she stole from Denali. She had the whole back attitude thing.
I just think overall she didn't really move.
Must be the dress.
It could be true, but that's something you gotta anticipate.
What? Okay, Gottmik and Simone didn't really move. Simone had great face, but Gottmik got nothing.
I thought Gottmik had some good move. You know, like going down on her feet, you know, or like bending down. I don't know, it's just something about it.
No, agree to disagree. You know who I don't like? Look, the lip sync wasn't great. The whole dancing, like I said, I told you this while watching, was really lackluster. Like, they always get the choreography and then they tone it the shit fuck down when they actually do the performance, so it was nothing. And honestly, the best outfit for drag excellence were all complete shit. Not as bad as Taste, but we're getting there.
I can't believe how bad these were.
They were almost all comically bad.
Because, okay, Gottmik was in the black, white, skin polka dot. And I thought, if you're gonna have skin polka dots, why don't you have more of it? Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense.
I know she did have signature makeup, but the rainbow eye didn't make any sense to me.
You think if it was trans colors, it'd make more sense?
I don't think anything would have made sense. It was a weird color splash.
She kind of looked like Utica in the doggy bag outfit.
Oh god, she did. I saw Utica's version of this theme and it was really pretty compared to this garbage.
Rosé was in the Scottish targan plaid, whatever you call it, picnic Graham.
The silhouette was very unflattering and it's the most makeshift shoddy dress she had so far in the season.
It looked like a toga.
Yeah, a little.
Like 4 quadrants all going different directions. And it was green. I was like, why are you green?
Just awful. And then Candy, I wasn't really sure what she was going for.
She looked like she was from the Jetsons. You know, because it's like kind of sheer, but it has those lines.
I mean, I told you when they were all at the end saying goodbye, they kind of look like a Scooby-Doo gang with 3 Daphnes and 1 Scooby.
Who was Scooby?
Gottmik!
Oh.
The dog. She's the dog.
Rosé was Shaggy then.
So yeah, I wasn't really vibing with Candies, but I was vibing with everyone, so.
And then Simone came with like this big blue... Was it even a dress? Because didn't she have like pants?
No. It was just a dress with a really high slit for the leg.
Okay, with like a sleeve thing, and I was like, you're really wearing a one-color dress?
I think it's because she wanted to not take attention away from the cornrows in the hair. Which, I don't know, I thought it was weird that Gigi Good made that wig.
Don't out her.
Well, it's on Instagram.
I'm just like, what is up with these 4? And Candy was like, oh, somebody always comes in a bridal dress, and it's always dumb. And I'm like, why didn't anyone come in a bridal dress?
Alright, Ellie Diamond fan, I see you're biasy.
No, Bibony.
Oh, sorry.
Release the beast.
It's weird because, oh god, that's reminded me they copied Bing Bang Bong and their Little Lucky.
Which was like not even that great of a move.
No, but who thought this was the best outfits in the whole arsenal?
I like them better than the lingerie outfits.
Oh, Gottmik was cinch. I mean, what's to say about this episode other than you predicted every single goddamn thing? The podcast was super boring other than Gottmik like, hey, I'm the first trans contestant, look at me.
Okay, did it not piss you off to find out that Rosé was doing drag for 3 years? And she's shitting on Olivia for doing drag for 2 years?
Well, Rosé met Olivia when she first started drag. That's superiority.
I'm like, Rosé, you gave so much shit to Olivia and you're like 1 year older. Like, we're not like high schoolers where the seniors are better than the juniors and they're 1 year apart. You're grown-ass men who are just like, have 1 year of experience of drag more.
I guess Rosé is also considering her theater experience.
Olivia was a theater kid. I don't know how professional professional Rosé is.
How old is Rosé compared to Olivia?
Just look at them. Rosé is definitely older.
Maybe that's why too then.
It's about the drag experience though. You know, like the other experience will help for like personality and maturity, but the drag experience is what's gonna say how you like dress and perform.
That reminds me. There's someone on Twitter saying that Rosé had the perfect contestant cut, meaning that, oh, everything she does is effortless, everything she does is perfect, so she doesn't deserve the crown because she's not working as hard as everyone else. And apparently Gigi Good and Jujubee also got that edit.
But they didn't win.
Yeah, so that's why the person saying Rosé won't win. Because her storyline is that she's just too perfect and she doesn't deserve the crown. I don't know why there has to be a narrative of you have to start from the bottom and go up. Or I see you struggle.
How does that theory apply to Bob the Drag Queen, who was such a forerunner in her season? There was no second or third place. You were either Bob the winner or no one.
You get away with it when you're a comedy queen, like Bianca.
Bianca too, yeah. I don't know if Bianca was that much of a forerunner, but Bob was definitely like a clear winner.
Is this the worst season of Drag Race?
Depends on your opinion.
Unlucky 13. I don't like, it just seemed really fake. A lot of strong competitors seem to have left.
Denali, my horse. Racing horse. Since you don't like me calling her a horse.
It's so funny, because Denali's like, so proud of my top 4, and the RuPaul Twitter retweeted that, like, yeah, you know we're so upset. And you're trying to help us cope by saying Denali's okay with this. But yeah, like I said, like, I wish I could see a little bit more fashion from Kimora Hall, but yeah, she should have gone home for the chewy.
Would love to see more fashion from Kimora, more dancing from like Joey J and Elliot and Denali. I'm over Utica.
Yeah, Utica should have went home earlier. She's the queen that crashed and burned.
I don't know if it's mean to say, but I would have loved to see more of Tamisha's narrating.
Yeah, how's that mean?
Her looks were okay. Her performance was okay. Her singing, dancing, okay. Like nothing like her as a drag queen I really cared about.
Yeah.
Her as a person I like. Lala was funny, but I didn't like any of her outfits.
It's hard because everyone kind of feels like filler queens because we all know it's either going to be Simone or Gottmik that's going to win.
You don't think Rosé could win?
I'm sorry, it's not going to be the year of the Scots. Like, I love Rosé, don't get me wrong. I don't think the judges like Rosé. All they do is, you're so professional. It's like, okay, maybe find a new adjective.
I think it's a very good ad. It's not one they give out often.
Yeah, but they don't seem too thrilled about it either.
Yeah, I think Gottmik's the winner of this season.
And then all the hate comments from Reddit will come.
Really?
Oh yeah, Reddit hates trans people. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I think Gottmik has grown, which they bash Olivia for trying to do. But she's grown. She's funny, she's artistic, you know.
Yeah, never been on the bottom?
Never! And was only low once, and I mean, it was fair.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Rosé, but sometimes her commentary pisses me off. Like you said last week with the whole Olivia, you still have a lot of room to grow, and this week she's like, oh, I'm the only queen from the pork chop queens. It just shows you, you know, you just one bad day can't keep you down. Like, Rosé, honey, that was rigged. Come on. You really think you lost to Lala Ree?
No, she lost to Olivia.
Oh yeah, the whole roast comment.
Yeah. So anyways, we're gonna take a week off because we're not gonna do the reunion. We're gonna watch the reunion. We're not gonna do an episode about the reunion.
Like what we supposed to do, a commentary on a commentary of a season?
Although they are having music videos.
Oh, but, you know, that's gonna be some weird performance crap, like we're all in this together. They did that with season 12 at the finale.
What?
They had a little music video, because that's when COVID first started. And it was really weird because there was a lot of queens, like, in their backyards.
Oh, I think I remember. That's the reason I don't like Candy. It started there because Denali always had these two other bitches in her, like, scene in the reunion. I'm like, who are these two fucking bitches who think that they so grandiose that they are on this? Like, what attention-grabbing whores.
Do you mean Dahlia Sin?
Yeah.
You said Denali.
Oh, the edits. Oh, the shade. End it.